I haven't written code in 9 months, and I'm not sure I could if I wanted to. And that's the best thing that's happened to my career in 15 years. Somewhere in the last half of my career, the thing I loved stopped being what I did. When I started coding, I loved it. I'd spend hours doing it. I'd start with nothing, just a blank file, and create something, an application or a website. It was challenging, but very rewarding. I taught myself coding in an era when nobody really knew what they were doing, and I spent years sharpening that skill. And then it became a chore. Hand me a task, build a new data layer, wire up the access, transform the data, and I could do all that in my sleep. And that was the problem. I'd done it 100 times. Nothing new in it, nothing to learn, nothing to be created. It was just a lift. Like digging the same ditch, but in a different place. You've probably read the articles by now. Stop using coding agents, or your skills will atrophy. You won't know if the code is right. You won't be able to debug what you didn't write. I can go on. Years ago, when ORMs showed up, a tool that generates code or generates SQL for you, people said the exact same thing. Use an ORM and you won't know what is happening under the hood. One day they said, someone's going to join your team who won't know how to write SQL. And about 10 years later, you know what happened? Well, someone did. He joined my team. SQL was an abstract idea to him, something he studied in school but never used. Everyone said that would be a problem, but it was fine. He never needed to write SQL because he just used the tools. At the end of the day, it didn't matter. So when I tell you my skills have atrophied, I'm not worried about it. I've seen this movie before. When code agents arrived, I didn't feel loss. I felt relief. The rote work, the part that had become a chore, the agents took it over. I went from worrying about typos, writing if statements, and for loops to handing all that off to coding agents. And it freed me up to focus on things that actually interest me. System design, product vision, and learning AI. I still lean heavily on my coding experience. I just don't write the code anymore. I'll guide AI in building reliable applications. I'm back to doing the thing that I loved at the start. I'm dreaming up an application and watching it come together. Me steering the architecture and the agent doing the coding. Instead of a blank file, now it's a blinking cursor. I start explaining my vision and the agent starts building. It's the same feeling I had at the very beginning of my career. I didn't lose my coding skills. I just handed them off to a coding agent, which freed me up to enjoy building software again. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like the video. And if you want to hear more, subscribe. Take care. Have a good one. Bye.